It's 9, maybe 10 or 11 p.m. The night feels quiet. 1 minute you're texting the narcissist, maybe laughing, maybe connecting. And the next, they're gone. No reply, no call, no explanation. And this doesn't just happen once. It happens every single night. Almost like clockwork. At first, you tell yourself they must be tired, busy. But then it keeps happening. And deep down, you start to sense that it isn't random. It's predictable. It's a pattern. You can't explain it, but you feel it. So what are they doing when they suddenly go silent at night? Where does their attention go? And why do they do this to you every single time? Let's break it down. Throughout the day, the narcissist feeds on your energy. They wake up and immediately start pulling from you, your attention, your admiration, your emotional warmth. You've rested, you're recharged, and they can feel that. It's like they can smell your emotional energy from miles away. So all morning, they're there, messaging you, love bombing you, being charming, attentive, engaging. They mirror your moods, your interests, your tone. They extract validation from your every reaction. They're taking everything, and by the end of the day, you don't even notice how drained you've become. By 8 p.m, your cup is empty. You've given all of your attention, all of your patience, all of your love. And that's exactly when they vanish. Because the moment you need them to pour back into you, they have nothing left to give. By 9 p.m, their performance starts to slip. They've been on all day, charming, manipulative, mirroring, pretending. But by nightfall, the mask gets heavy. They can't keep up the illusion. You're starting to catch on. You're asking small questions. You're noticing inconsistencies. And that threatens them. So they retreat. They disappear into silence. Because silence is control. Silence makes you doubt yourself instead of them. And that's exactly what they want. They don't want you to think there's something wrong with them. They want you to believe you did something wrong. Like you're too needy, too emotional, too demanding. But that's the illusion. Their silence is not punishment, it's strategy. While you're sitting there, staring at your phone, wondering what went wrong, they're busy, scrolling social media, liking posts, uploading stories, on dating apps, chatting, flirting, hunting. Because that's what nighttime is for them, the hunt. They've drained your energy, and now they want to use it to attract someone new. The confidence they get from your attention fuels their next high. They're looking for new supply. Someone they can idealize, flatter, and oppress. And you're the safety net, the stable source, the foundation that keeps them steady enough to chase the next illusion. You validate them. You anchor them. You keep their image intact, even when they're giving their energy to someone else. If you're not living together, this silence feels brutal. You might message, you might call, you might even stay up waiting, but they won't respond. Because while you're spiraling in confusion and self-blame, they're collecting supply from two directions. Positive supply from whoever is feeding their ego tonight, and negative supply from you worrying, questioning, feeling hurt. They thrive off both. To them, your emotional pain is proof of their power. And when morning comes, they'll reappear like nothing happened. Charming, sweet, innocent, making you question whether you imagined the whole thing. But even if you live together, you'll notice the same thing, just subtler. They'll withdraw at night, turn their back to you, keep their phone angled or brightness low. They'll seem irritated, cold, distant. You'll feel the wall go up. They're not asleep, they're elsewhere. Messaging, browsing, video calling. Maybe sexting, maybe watching pornography. Always seeking. Because night is their feeding time. Their predatory instinct kicks in. They're fixated on finding someone or something that reignites their feeling of power and control. And you, their primary source, suddenly become a nuisance, an interruption to their nightly ritual. They know you too well. You're predictable. And once they've figured you out, you stop being exciting. You become a mirror they've already mastered, and now they want a new reflection, something they can chase and conquer. That's why they snap at you for no reason, why they seem agitated if you try to talk. They don't want you interrupting their pursuit. Every night, as the mask cracks, they feel their emptiness returning. And the only way to escape that emptiness is to distract themselves with new supply. That's the truth behind their silence. They're not tired. They're not overwhelmed. They're seeking attention elsewhere. They can't sit alone with themselves because that silence exposes their hollowness. So they fill it with stimulation, new people, new praise, new fantasies. It's not about you. It's about them avoiding themselves. So what do? You might think the answer is to do more, to make them happy again, to prove your worth. Maybe you try to plan something for the night, find a new restaurant, something elegant, somewhere that enhances their image, where they could be seen, admired, complimented. And yes, sometimes that might temporarily pull them back in. If it feeds their ego, they'll play along. They'll let you think you fixed it. But it's only temporary, because once the novelty fades, they'll withdraw again. You can light all the candles, put on the music, wear something that makes you feel beautiful and sensual. You can give them control, let them dominate you, play the fantasy they crave. And still, it won't be enough. Because their hunger is endless, their loyalty non-existent, their desire fleeting. You can't satisfy someone who only feels alive when they're taken from others. The best thing you can do is stop feeding the cycle. Stop giving them the reaction they want. Let their silence speak for itself. If they want to disappear every night, let them. Let them get bored. Let them convince themselves you're no longer fun, no longer chasing, no longer their source. That's when their dynamic flips. That's when you take back your power. Because when you stop chasing, you become untouchable. When you stop waiting, you stop bleeding for their attention. You start healing. They will always look for something new. But peace, your peace, will never satisfy their chaos. You are not boring. You are peaceful. And peace terrifies the narcissist because it exposes how empty they really are. When you stop trying to prove your worth to them, you'll realize you were the one with the real power all along. Their silence at night is not your rejection. It's your redirection toward healing, toward clarity, toward freedom. Let them chase illusions. You're stepping into reality, into calm, into you. If you found this video helpful or healing, you can read my daily blog posts and get coaching at narcsurvivor.co.uk. If you'd like to support the channel, you can send a donation at paypal.me/narcsurvivor. Every contribution helps me continue creating this work for you. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and make sure you click all notifications so you never miss a new upload. Remember, every time you listen, you're not just learning about the narcissist, you're learning about yourself.